I always like to say thank you for watching, for commenting, for being a part of this little video blog family. We have people all over the world that watch. I have people from all over the world email me, comment. It's just one of the greatest joys of my life, and so I want to say thank you to every one of you. You probably will never know how important and how encouraging it is to receive some of the email, the Twitter messages, the comments on this video blog. I take all of them seriously. There's been a delay from time to time because there were some changes to YouTube and servers and different things, and so if I didn't respond to your comment, number one, please forgive me. Number two, post it again. Number three, understand that I drink lots of coffee and stay up late at night and always try and answer questions. I really do, unless from time to time there are people that really don't like what I have to say and they're just really looking for a fight. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy for that. I fight umpires and different things, but I'm not going to fight people on Twitter or YouTube. Today, I want to give you a bit of a disclaimer in that I am going to really kind of go to the heart of the matter in a situation that I read on Twitter the other day, and I actually reached out to the person and said, hey, would you mind if I used your tweet as kind of a backdrop to a new video blog? And they said, absolutely, no problem. I do that from time to time because I don't ever want someone to be offended or caught off guard or shocked that I would use something that they said as a backdrop for me to do a video blog. So today, I'm going to step right into what can be controversial, and I never want to be controversial for controversial's sake. But today, I want to have a bit of a discussion that is absolutely critical to spouses who are kind of locked in this confusion. And it goes like this. The tweet that I read was, a couple was in a counseling session and the therapist said, why do you think you were so attracted, or why do you think you were so caught up in the affair? And the one spouse said, because she liked me. I wanted to be liked. And the person that was tweeting said, it was such a gut punch to read that. And that story repeats itself millions of times a day in couples all over the world. I warned you. It's very sensitive. I felt that way with Samantha, and it was a huge foxhole of battle that Samantha and I were in. And I want to be critical of it first, validate it second. First, being critical. At some level, we don't want to be liked, we want to be worshiped if we're an unfaithful spouse. We don't just want to be liked, we want to be applauded, we want to be pursued, we want to be coddled, we want to be celebrated. We don't want to have life expectations put upon us as a husband or a wife. We don't want to, be lost in the sea of everyday life of bills, mortgages, car problems, God help me, college tuitions, health issues, unmet needs, unmet expectations, childhood origin issues. We don't want to be lost in that. We want to be liked. We want to be loved. We want to be pursued. We want to be chased. We want to be applauded. We want to be worshiped if we're an unfaithful spouse. Now, looking back 13 plus years from when I would utter statements like that, I realized, no, I was looking for an escape. I was looking for some way to escape the life that had bills, responsibilities, struggles, inadequacies flowing out of me. And so here comes this other person who you and them get trapped in this, and that's not a fair statement, trapped, but we trap ourselves in this dysfunctional, you're amazing, no, you're great, no, you're great, no, you're incredibly sexy, and it's just a continual, perpetual round of applause that never sees our negatives, that never sees our deficiencies, that never sees all the things about us that are stupid and wrong and immature and bleeding wounds, if you will, of our soul. So when we're in those moments and we say, man, we just want to be liked. I don't want to be treated like a fourth kid or a fifth kid, right? And I don't want all these things. I just want to tell you, no, you're looking for an escape. And no, you're looking for a way to constantly feel good about yourself, because life, it seems, as we get older, constantly finds ways to make us feel terrible about ourselves and make us feel inadequate and make us feel completely stalled, that nothing gives us what we thought it was going to give us. Here comes an affair partner, and boom, life feels so much more amazingly better because it's an illusion and it's a fantasy. A little bit more of the controversial side. There was truth. Samantha would tell you the exact same thing, that she did fall into a rut where she was overly critical of me. She was very unhappy about things in her own life. She did take it out on me. She did reject me sexually quite often because she was being a mom to, 1, 2, 3 kids who were very young, and ministry demands and traveling schedule. And yes, she did admit to understanding how the affair was, yes, a fantasy, yes, an illusion, but it did feel great to feel applauded and encouraged and all of those things. And I will tell you, for those of you who are new to this video blog, there is no excuse for my affair. There was no justification. Samantha was not a raging lunatic, and so her inadequacies forced me to cheat. Absolutely not. I don't believe that. She doesn't believe that. And nobody at affairrecovery.com believes that. That is not our mindset or approach. Yes, she, in many ways, to use the example I used at the beginning of this vlog, didn't like me. So it felt great to be liked. But remember, I wasn't wanting to be liked. I wanted to be worshiped. And in reality, I wanted to escape from the real life difficulty of the pain I was causing Samantha, of my travel schedule, our finances, my inability to set a date night every night. And so all these different things were continuing to steamroll into an unhappy marriage. However, there was a point where Samantha had to realize and own up to, you know what, yeah, I was constantly displeased. I was rejecting of you. I was dealing with my own issues, so it was coming out at you, and none of it justifies the affair. It just explains the deficiency and the vulnerability in the marriage, when I should have been a bigger man, a better man, a stronger man, to not allow any opportunity for me to cheat, but I didn't. And so yes, there was deficiencies in my marriage, but that doesn't mean that there's a reason I had the affair. I had the affair because I was immature, I was selfish, I was deceived, and wanted to get my needs met somewhere else, because I wasn't a big enough man to be courageous and address my marriage first. I said a lot there, but it's truth. John Gottman, one of the quintessential therapists, trainers of therapists himself, will tell you that the number one predictor of divorce is contempt. And my radar goes up now. When Samantha is being contemptuous with me, oof, it's a recipe for disaster. When I'm being unloving, or when I'm disconnected with Samantha, oof, get ready, it's on. I want to tell you today, there is some validity to feeling unliked, if you will, as an unfaithful spouse, which makes an affair incredibly enticing. There is incredible validity to the fact that, no, you don't want to be liked, you want to be idolized and worshiped and escape. And somewhere in the middle has to be your recovery methods, your expert recovery methods, to help both of you find healing and both of you find truth.